Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Page. Thanks again for joining us. Top stories and headlines. And of course, when live feeds happen, we bring it all to you on Live Now from Fox. All right, let's get an update to a story really known as Sandwichgate. Earlier this year, we are learning now that the former Department of Justice worker on trial for throwing a sandwich at a federal officer in D.C. earlier this year was found not guilty today. So that is the update coming out of D.C. Not guilty. A former DOJ worker who threw a sandwich at a CBP agent during Trump-era protests in D.C. walks free. Jurors acquitted Sean Dunn despite the act being caught on camera here. So let's break down the story. Sean Dunn, who struck the U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent in the chest with a sandwich back in August, he was facing charges of assaulting, resisting, opposing, and impeding an investigation with a federal officer. Jurors deliberated for about 7 hours before reaching a verdict. After it was read, Dunn hugged his lawyers in the courtroom. During the trial, Dunn's legal team insisted that he threw the sandwich in protest of President Donald Trump's deployment of the National Guard in D.C., and it was not a violent attack. A video of the incident quickly went viral, with Dunn being heralded as a hero by residents throughout the city who also opposed Trump's move to occupy the nation's capital with federal agents. Dunn's lawyers did not dispute that Dunn threw the sandwich at an officer outside a nightclub, though they insisted it was done as an exclamation point to express his negative feelings about the National Guard's deployment with the nation's capital. It was a harmless gesture at the end of him exercising his right to speak out. Defense attorney Julia Gatto said during the trial he is overwhelmingly not guilty, and the jurors agreed with that statement. Here is Dunn walking into the courthouse. Dunn was employed by the Justice Department as an international affairs specialist in its criminal division at the time of the incident. After Dunn's arrest, Attorney General Pam Bondi announced his firing in a social media post that referred to him as an example of the deep state. And again, he was found not guilty earlier today. All right, everyone, you are watching Live Now from Fox.